Hey, what's good, 10K gang? Now today's video I'm going to be talking about Adam Silver. Now he recently was just interviewed right after the All-Star break, basically telling everybody his new ideas, what he think he should change during the NBA playoffs. And as you can see, this article reads, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver addressed a potential change to the NBA playoffs during his annual All-Star Saturday news conference. Silver discussed the possibility of shifting to a system where 8 teams from each conference still made the postseason but were seeded as a single group regardless of conference affiliation. The change will allow the 2 best teams to meet in the finals even if they came from the same conference, such as would require a vote from 20 of the league's 30 owners. Now, before I talk about this whole situation, I want to read this part. Now, this says the potential change comes after years of imbalance between the Eastern and Western Conference, which has occasionally resulted in the 2 teams with the best records meeting before the NBA Finals. Some have argued for a change that would take the top 16 teams into the playoffs regardless of conference. Now, in my opinion, you guys, it's crazy how Adam Silver is really, taking over a lot of things this year in the NBA season. He already changed the All-Star game, but as you can see, it was a success, man. These guys was playing for real, and they were just giving us a show. We have not seen these guys play for real in the All-Star game in years. So as you can see, he changed it and everything, and it's a success. Everybody like how the All-Star game is now, and everybody wants to see more. Now, Adam Silver, he's now thinking about changing the NBA playoffs, and in my opinion, it's crazy how, he's thinking of changing the playoffs, but I actually like his idea of changing the playoffs just because, I really want to see what he really is thinking and planning about this. Now, after reading this article, it seems like Adam Silver is trying to make the playoffs like a tournament. Like, basically, it's still going to have conference affiliation just because you need your East and West. That's just how it goes. As you can see, the All-Star game, it was Team Steph, which was the West, and it was Team LeBron, which was the East. So you need your East and West, but as you can see, he says that the same teams from the same conference can make it to the NBA Finals. So in my opinion, it seems like he's trying to go more as a tournament instead of just being conference affiliation, because I kind of agree with the whole situation that's going on in the playoffs. Basically, the best teams that's first seed got to play the worst team that's 8th seed. You know what I mean? You got to play the worst team in the first round, and the second team got to play the 7th seed. Third team got to play 6th seed. That's how it is. And honestly, as you can see, that's why always the best teams end up in the conference finals, because it's just like the worst teams always have to play the best teams, and of course the worst team's going to lose first round because it's the worst team in the playoffs. As you can see, this article says you also would like to have a format where your 2 best teams are ultimately going to meet in the finals. Silver said you could have a situation where the top 2 teams in the league are meeting in the conference finals or somewhere else. So we're going to continue to look at that. It's still my hope that we're going to figure out ways. So as you can see, he's basically saying instead of the 2 top teams being in the finals, such as, for example, the Warriors and the Cavs, they don't have to just play in the finals. They can literally be the 2 top teams in the tournament and play in the conference finals. Basically, it's a tournament. It could be the Cavs and Warriors in one bracket, and it can be the Rockets and the Celtics in another bracket, and whoever win those 2 conference finals, enter the finals. You know what I mean? Or it could be the same teams in the same conference. It could be the Warriors versus the Rockets in the conference finals, and it could be the Boston Celtics and the Cavs in the conference finals, and it would just be an East and West regular finals. But as you can see, the whole setting is it being a tournament. So basically, the conference finals is just like, it can be the East versus West in the conference finals game. Instead of it being the East versus East team, it can be an East versus West team in the conference finals. So you see how he's mixing it up. He's making it all in one. As you can see, he's making the whole playoffs all in one, like a whole tournament. Honestly, in my opinion, I really like it because it's just something different. I would like to see something different like that, because we all go off by conference. Like, basically everybody right now is just debating what team's going to make to the finals because they're going off a conference. Right now, everybody thinking, oh, the Cavs and the Boston Celtics, they're going to be in the conference finals, and whoever wins that going to make it to the finals. And they thinking for the West, oh, the Warriors and Rockets going to be playing the conference finals and see who makes it to the finals. But as you can see, if this thing what Adam Silver is talking about works, nobody can really debate who's going to make it to the conference finals or the finals, because everybody's just going to be all in one. It's not going to be just a conference. Like, it's so hard to explain just because I'm not really sure exactly what he's trying to do, but I'm just giving you guys my opinion on me reading this whole thing. And in my opinion, it seems like he's trying to make this more as a tournament, just a big tournament with all these teams, and it's just going to be East teams versus West teams in a series. you know, and it's just gonna be so different. Man, you guys, this is crazy. Just reading this whole article, it's just so crazy, man. I really respect Adam Silver because he's really trying to make a lot of changes. It's 2018, and as you can see, he's just not trying to keep going with the same things. He's really just trying to make a lot of changes, and that's what I really like about Adam Silver, because he's not scared to give everybody his opinion on what he feel like that needs to be changed. As you can see, he changed the whole All-Star game, and it was perfect. It was a success, man. This All-Star game was lit. This is one of the latest All-Star games that I've seen in a long time. So I really respect Adam Silver for this, man. And as you can see, it basically says that it requires 20 of the league's 30 owners to vote in favor for this to work. So basically 20 owners have to agree for this to work. So it's not going to work unless, you know, everybody else is putting into it. So we just got to see. But like I said, you guys, I really like this plan, and in my opinion, I just feel like he's trying to make this whole playoff series a tournament, and I know it's going to be lit. But yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you press that notification button. TK Gang, we out.